Last we left off, you found yourself in the Amber Temple surrounded by cold, dark walls. Some of you ventured deeper into the unknown and found massive piles of coins and tall amber statue and odds and ends kind of sorted into piles. Others found a seemingly endless library, and after your noise being mistaken for a person named Nepheron, you were soon introduced to an ancient lich. He answered questions about the dark powers, their origination, and the building of the temple. He told you that the only way to truly free Barovia would be to venture into the Shadowfell and defeat Vampire on his home plane. He even agreed to decipher the tomb of Strahd for you. Towards the end of a long rest, Honora, distracted by studying, didn't notice Panton creep into the night to make a final pact with his dark patron. We resume with everyone still a bit flustered with the recent events. The Lich, seated down, kneeling down in front of Panton on the chair, as he had just curled up into a ball and closed his eyes. There, I think that worked. He should have no memory of destroying the Amber Sarcophagus.
But that thing is still out there.
Well, yes, it's probably retreated back to its home plane to reach its dark tendrils up into your home world and find itself a champion.
You think it's left him already?
Oh, I wasn't aware that he had ever...
Can you just put him someplace safe so we can talk about this without disturbing him?
I suppose you could put him back in the secret chamber. And he walks over and pulls the lever on the book. The door slides, retracts into the wall. Would you mind carrying him?
No, I'll pick him up.
Picking up Panton's sleepy, limp body. Do you go along with it, Panton?
Oh yeah, I'm tuckered out.
All right. She picks you up and carries you into the room. Stone floor, looking around into this small, 5-foot by 10-foot room. It's bare. Place him down. And as you retreat, coming back out into the main room, he pulls the book and closes it again.
He has a tendency to teleport and get himself into more trouble. Is he going to be safe in there?
I'm not sure how powerful you are, but most teleportation spells require you to be able to see where you're going. At least if he does teleport out, he would be right back into this area and we would be able to see it. So I think we should be okay. Tell me everything you know about. Is this... He said he was compelled to touch it. Is he... been...
We came to Barovia a few months ago, and everything was fine. Everything was okay. We were just looking for a teacher for him to control his magic. And then, right after Temperance joined us, he started hearing voices in his head. He confided in me that somebody was talking to him.
I don't know what I have to do with this.
And
I don't know what you have to do with this either.
the
But
Lich
you have been pushing him.
speaks up. She would have had nothing to do with this. Looking over at you, Temperance kind of sizes you up. I've not seen your face in this temple. I think it's simply just the outreach of being in close proximity of these amber sarcophagus has the potential. This is a weird way to ask, but has he ever come close to death?
Not that I know of.
You see, souls here in Barovia are trapped. They are vampires, or the dark powers alone, recycled back into the fold.
We've heard that.
Well, if he were to succumb to some wounds, and the dark powers could have had the opportunity to interact with his soul, and that could have been how contact was made.
There's the motorcycle.
We were warned.
It would have had absolutely nothing to do with this woman.
I don't know. Ever since she came to our group, Pandan's been acting different.
You mean you didn't all come in together?
No, we found her. We saved her from Valaki as it was burning.
They did. I received notice that they were my way out, and I followed it. And I have been grateful to all of you. And I have spent 10 minutes, maybe, alone with Pant, and I don't see how I could have changed him in that time.
The last couple days, especially, you've been just egging him on and pushing him away from me.
Pushing him away. You push him away from you with everything that you do.
No, I keep him safe. That's my job. I'm his sister.
You degrade him and tell him that he can't do things.
Because this
And
place
you
is
say that
dangerous. It's unsafe. Everything is trying to kill us.
So let him find out.
By dying? Are you insane?
Overprotective people create rebellious people.
Yeah, and dumbasses create death. Not just for him, for all of us.
I'm sorry if I find myself bored by your bickering. I do not see what any of this has to do with...
Well, if some dark power was whispering in his ear and then she comes along and says, you should listen to that, that may have created this problem that we've just found ourselves unfaced with.
I was aware of no dark power. Not that any of this matters, because you've already made up your mind about me. And
We
I can't
saved
change
you.
minds.
We took you in without asking questions, without asking anything of you. And you said that you wanted to come along and help us.
And again, I am grateful.
But you aren't helping by telling Panton that he should run away.
You're not helping by telling him that he can't.
I have known him my entire life. I've protected him my entire life. You've known him for months. You don't know what's best for him.
Do you know what you don't know? No, how could you? I will tell you. You know absolutely nothing about these dark powers. I have spent my entire life studying them. There is nothing that could have stopped him from this. It is a choice that he and he alone can make. Once the entity gets his grasp deep inside, it manipulates. It is not any of you. It is not a gesturing towards you, Honora. It is not your overprotectiveness and looking over at you at Temperance. It is not you telling him to follow the voices in his head. Everyone has a conscience. How would you know any different? If sometimes these powers, they manipulate people to think that what they're doing is good. The reason that they might make these pacts might be for something not less sinister than what you might think. For Strahd, he made this pact in a desperate attempt to get a woman to love him. Everybody does crazy things for love.
What if it comes back? What if it follows him? How can we protect him from this?
If I do not know. I think if he is as informed as all of you, as I had told you everything that I knew last night from the questions that you had asked, I think he is going to make his decision, whether you like it or not. And the only thing that you can do is hope that he chooses the path of lesser evil.
And what if you don't? What happens to us?
Nothing. He is mortal just like you. Now, if he were to find a way, if he did indeed make a pact with this dark entity before he set it free, then, well, it's hard to know what the pact would be, what would cause it to be fulfilled, but trust me, if he fulfills it, if he becomes, I think it was Zagan. If he becomes Zagan's champion, then, well, he will no longer be on this realm. He'll be transported to a new domain of dread, and you will all be left one companion short.
That can't happen. He can't. He can't. He just can't. I won't let him become Strahd or another equivalent.
And he would create another hell like this,
Indeed.
trapping and consuming souls.
Yes, that is exactly the case. The
Add
Dark
another
Powers want...
Dark
they want
God to our list to kill.
They want to become stronger, and the way they do that is by feeding on souls.
I won't allow it. He won't. He won't.
There is a ritual, but it would require...
Whatever. Whatever it takes, I'll do it.
as less, if he does still have a connection with this dark power, there is still a sliver inside of him. We could trap it back in the resin again. I am just one person. I would need the assistance of all of you to be able to complete the ritual. But even
And-
then, it's very difficult.
So what is this ritual?
It's essentially the same ritual that trapped him in the amber sarcophagus however many years ago.
What do we need to do?
Well, I would have to gather some lanterns, and the special lanterns, mind you. We would have to create a magic circle and make a ring of salt. We would have to, whether conscious or unconscious, try to find a way to convince him to stand in the center of the circle while we perform this ritual. There's an incantation that must be said, must be read over the span of several minutes. But it is not easy because the vestige knows when it is trying to be recaptured and it will fight back.
Well, I mean, a small chance is
Weak.
better than no chance.
How do we know if he's still in communication with this thing?
Will it hurt him if there's nothing there? Perhaps we should do it just to be safe.
Oh, it's a lengthy process. It is one that requires lots of materials that, truth be told, I'm not sure if I even have still here. I would not want to waste it. Besides, it must be done at one of the ritual circles. Have you, while you were out in your travels of Barovia, ever encountered huge monoliths, stone in a circular pattern?
Think so. Oh wait, the
The-
Yesterhill.
Yeah.
There's a couple different places. One of them was just kind of southeast from Pavlasagas. It was talked about by Meryl when she said that they powered the stone there. And then the other one was at the old bone grinder. Those pillars have incredible magical powers, and they harness the energies that would aid in this incantation.
Are these stones connected in any way? And I'll pull out the what's it called again?
It didn't really have a
Stone.
name.
The batteries?
The
bombs?
the seeds. Oh wait, are you talking about the green stone that you pulled from the tree, right?
Kryptonite.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as he looks at it, very powerful magic stored here. These are not of my creation. No. I cannot say that they have any relation to the dark vestiges.
Alright, so we take him to one of these ritual circles. What materials are needed? Is the best chance to find them here?
I will have to And he goes over to his ladder and kind of goes up into the air searching for a tome. I know it's around here somewhere. And he's going to take several minutes to go ahead and try to find this book.
So if Panton is still in connection with this deity, then we have to do this. There's really no other choice. We can't let him become a dark lord like Strahd. That would ruin him.
Temperance just like walks into a corner, just pacing, like these people aren't gonna listen to me. I'm just done with this right now.
But he said that we all need to be part of this ritual. That means all of us. Temperance, if you really care what happens to my brother, you would join us in this, right?
I will join you on one condition.
What's that?
You ask him. You
But if he
give
says
him
no?
the choice. I'm not coming if he says no. He doesn't want it, and I'm not going to force him to do something.
You're gonna
that
let
he doesn't
him
want.
become Strahd?
Look, some people are destined for destruction.
And those people should be stopped by good people.
The Lich stops for a moment, and just because he is in contact with the dark entity does not mean that he will ultimately become a Dark Lord. Sometimes realistically, the only thing that he needs to do to fully break it is to just not answer any communications. Stop reaching out. Stop asking for powers. There's no need for a ritual if he just ignores it. It's the power of temptation.
There's a part of me that hopes that that's the case. That's what happens. But there's also a part of me that if we can talk to Panton, using him as bait to trap this thing back so it can't corrupt somebody else who's weak-willed, may also be the best course of action.
Look, if we talk to Panton, how do we really know that's him in there?
Just because... Let me ask you a question. Are any of you religious?
Not particularly.
Nope.
I reject religion.
I commune with spirits of nature, but
Well, no doubt you've met people that are clerics or priests or things of that nature. I believe here in Barovia they have a deity that they call the Morning Lord.
Right, we're 3 for 3 on clerics right now. They're not. We haven't had great experiences with them.
Well, not all clerics are evil. Not all, even gods that might have less than neutral or good aligned tendencies does not necessarily mean that they will innately become evil.
But you said that these things have to feed on souls.
They do have to feed on souls.
How many souls are freely given?
Well, if he has had more communication than you know of, his soul is the first to be given. So, obviously, Strahd's was freely given. Sometimes they are given.
Right, but the way you talk about these entities, these deities, they're manipulators. They convince people that this is the right course of action and then trap them. Strahd is miserable. He didn't get what he wanted out of this deal. Panton may be convinced that this is the way to go, but sometimes it takes somebody from the outside to see that this is toxic and awful and will destroy him in the end instead of giving him what he wants, which is control. Just like Strahd wanted love of a woman that he has to eternally hunt, who will not love him. I don't wish that for my brother.
I mean,
I don't think anyone does.
Strahd does not have to hunt. He doesn't. He chooses to. Because he is
He's a
greedy.
sad, broken man.
Yes. So if you can keep your brother, if you can keep him from becoming a sad, broken man, have you ever asked him what it is that he wants?
He wants a way to control his power.
Well, that's a start. Maybe. I'm only theorizing. I've seen all of my brothers fall to these dark powers one way or another.
So then you know how dangerous letting him just go is going to be.
I am not disputing that. Just saying that just because they all have already doesn't mean that that's the only path. I don't have the answers. I'm sorry.
Anderson, what do you think?
For once in my life, I just don't know. We can try it, this ritual. But let me ask you this. If it's too late and he dies, what happens to Panton?
You mean if the dark power has its tendrils already hooked onto your friend, and your friend died, what would happen to him? Is that what you're asking?
In one circumstance, yes.
Well, I'm sorry to say, but anyone who dies here in Barovia, their soul is trapped here for all eternity. So if he dies, then eventually he will reincarnate as a shell of his former self. Or maybe the entity that he has chosen will consume his soul and he will be no more. But that goes the same for all of you if you die. Know that if any one of you died and your souls made it to the mist, that you would be faced with a choice.
We were led to believe that if we defeated Strahd, that we would be able to leave freely.
That is the case. That is the only way to leave. For you, at least.
What about somebody who's been touched by the mist?
I believe he would be free to go as well, but that doesn't mean that the power that tugs on him would be removed. Now that the power is broken free of the amber that was holding it, then it's free to seek its champion in any of the neighboring planes.
But again, how do we know that he's still in contact with it if he's gonna lie to us or manipulate us? Like,
You don't. There's no
so if
way
we
to
leave
know.
here and he decides to continue to entreat with this thing, we don't know. So then it makes sense, Anderson, doing and what Radovan said, doing this even though we don't know. Doing the ritual makes sense. Would
Can't
you
really
give up the
think.
chance to catch it just in case? Just because the ritual's hard?
I mean, I'm willing to do the ritual. Quite frankly, as I said, some chance is better than no chance, and I'm willing to take that risk.
I agree with Anderson.
If we leave him here and nothing happens, it's only going to get worse.
I mean, even if the entity isn't continuing to pursue Panton, at least we know that. We know that he's free of the influence of this corruption.
The risk of creating another place like this is
Scary.
not something I can sit with. For all the suffering it causes, not just the person who ends
All
up
the
becoming the
innocent
lord of it.
lives.
Exactly.
But
I hope that puts your petty squabbling into perspective.
as Radovan said, if we did the ritual and he's not affected by the deity, is it going to hurt him? Or if he is affected by the entity, is the entity going to try to hurt him?
Yes, to both. This will be a painful procedure. It is not a guarantee that he will even live through the process. This ritual was not created for the intent of saving the life of the vessel that is infected by the vestige. It was meant purely to retract and capture. If he is one of high constitution, extreme fortitude, both mental and physical, it's possible he could hold on. Or if one of you has the power to bring back life from dead. I'm not talking about just your standard healing spells. Resurrection would be necessary.
I'll show him my rings.
We do have a scroll for that. It was picked up, didn't we?
No, I have these rings that my family sent for emergency. It's able to do revivify.
Wait, I'm sorry. Didn't Radovan pick up a scroll of true resurrection?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't think I have it.
I know that you guys
reason.
got it, so add it to
Yeah.
your sheet so you don't forget.
But somebody else is, I think somebody else is holding on to it.
Actually, it might be Panton.
Panton.
Yeah, because I think it was in the bag that
Like
he
everybody
found.
needs to ask Panton.
Right.
But I also
but I
have
do have,
I have
yeah,
reincarnation as well.
and I have revivify on my ring. So
We could reincarnate Panton into becoming a 6'5" dragonborn.
Whoa.
They roll well.
An 8-foot Goliath, maybe.
Alrighty, Panton,
Yes, sir.
laying on this cold floor. It is dark in here. Just the glimmer of light shining underneath of the stone secret door that you were brought through.
Mhm.
You also see light coming from the southern portion of the room as well. Um,
Okay.
outside of that, it is cold and it is dark in this room. Somehow not protected by the magic of the library.
Did they leave my pack outside the room?
Um,
Unless you were wearing it when you were
I would
walking
say
around,
that it's
yes.
probably still over by your sleeping bag. Like, I can't imagine that you sleep with your pack on. Um,
Cool.
Maybe you do, but I'm gonna say that it's still over there.
Nope.
Uh, I will also say that during your time of feigning sleep, your brain foggy, trying to recall how you got from the bedroll to the chair. Honora picking you up, and then why were you put in this room? You feel weak, nauseous even. You kind of reach down and touch your stomach as you feel a pain inside of it. Pull away your hands, now moist with blood. Reaching your hand up to your nose and smelling, you tell the texture. You know it's blood. Feeling the wound. Racking your brain, trying to think, how did you get hurt? You were just laying down. What do you do?
First, I'm going to have Sarah pick a number 1 through 100.
You want me to roll it?
Oh, just pick it.
Okay, 47.
Prince, Bree, can you please tell the class what I just messaged you?
Gonna have Sarah pick a number. Odd I go south and even I go east.
Okay.
So I'm going to step up and I'm going to rub my belly. Do I feel a wound?
Yes.
Okay. I've never been in this room, so I don't know what it is, do I?
No, it is just feeling around the walls, it's just a solid stone, but you can see light glimmering at the base of these secret doors.
All right, I'm going to head to the south door.
Okay.
And I'm going to press up on it
Okay.
and see if it gives in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. Just pressing on where you see the light, there's no movement.
Okay. I'm going to grab... Oh, I don't... I have what I normally would carry on me, like the diamond and everything else.
Okay.
So I'm going to pull out the diamond. I'm going to cast light on it.
Okay.
And I'm going to look for any switch on this door. Switch, handle, button, lever.
Give me a perception or an investigation depending on how you're going about looking at it. If you're just
an investigation check.
Okay. Yeah, looking around, the walls in here are smooth, relatively. Like rolling kind of, I don't know, hills, I guess. Just feeling across. There's no rough-hewn stone. You don't see any buttons or levers. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Not a performance check.
I'll say with that perception, you're able to hear some of the conversation, the fighting of Honora and Temperance. Honora blaming Temperance for your actions. You eventually hear something about a ritual, but it is still all kind of muffled, so you only pick up bits and pieces of it.
Is there anything else in this room besides the cold, dark stone?
Nothing that you can tell.
Okay. Oh, that's not fun. So, I am going to... I'm going to cast Gust at the southern door. See if that does anything. Doesn't say it
Okay.
automatically blows the door down, but...
No, I know. I was looking at it. Capable of moving one object that is neither held nor carried that weighs no more than 5 pounds.
Are you the big bad wolf? I thought Anderson was the big bad wolf.
Yeah, but
I'm thinking...
Hayden's always huffed and puffed.
Unfortunately, as you standing with your back up against the far wall, casting Gust, and the wind just kind of acts as like a vortex spinning around inside this chamber, whipping your hair up and your clothes kind of billowing around you, some of it leaking out through. You hear, as the gust dies down, the scattering of papers.
Papers in the room?
In the far side from the south.
Oh.
Temperance, give me a perception check.
Okay. Happy to.
Okay.
I'm going to put my head down against the floor. I'm going to try to peek into the other room and see if I can see anything.
No need to make a check. While there is a little bit of light coming through, it is not enough to... Like the seam, you can't possibly get your head down low enough for your eye to be able to see underneath of this stone wall.
Bugger.
Got anything else you want to do before we...
Nope, because I don't want to make a shit ton of noise because I don't know where the hell I'm at. So I'm not going to... I also don't want to burn a spell slot if I don't have to, so...
Okay. Resume back into the study chamber.
So tell us what we need to do to make this ritual go through.
I'll need to get the lanterns. There's... I'll have to write the psalms that you'll need to recite throughout the entire ritual.
Lanterns. Why did it have to be lanterns?
They have to be blessed lanterns. You see, this creature feasts. All of these dark entities feast on the darkness, the mists, the shadows. These blessed lanterns will help ward off the enemy.
He's referring to necromancer that also like to use lanterns. We dispatched him though.
Afraid I'm unaware of what you refer to, but I will take your word for it.
John, there is one other thing I'd like to do.
Okay.
I just realized I was looking at my spell slots, and I have Detect Magic as an Eldritch Invocation.
Okay.
So I'm gonna kind of look around the room and see if I notice anything.
Okay. Unfortunately, because of the thickness of the walls, you do not notice anything.
Nothing in the room at all, so I am trapped in here.
Yeah. Not all secret entrances are fully powered by magic. Sometimes they're just simple mechanical or...
And I can't find shit. Heard, okay, fine.
Alright. Well, at this point, we're probably gonna retrieve you, I think.
I will have to make my way through that to my bedchambers to get the materials that you would require.
Yeah, I can pick up Panton. We can explain what's going on.
Now, I don't suppose there's a way you can help us get a faster way to go to where we need to go. No, you don't have any teleportation, do you?
Oh. Let me... I would have to consult my spell book. I'm sure that I have some sort of means for teleportation, for transportation, but as for being able to teleport you where you want to go, it requires either a teleportation circle to already be in place or me to have a recollection, a firm grasp on this location to teleport you to, and unfortunately, I haven't ventured outside of these temple walls in quite some time.
I mean, even something that helps us travel faster than by foot. Teleportation would be amazing, but some horses would also be great.
I'm sorry, I don't have any horses here. You might be able to find some. There's a barbarian tribe that I've caught sleeping in one of our quarters, taking shelter from the harsh cold, at least the wind. They might have horses. Why they choose to live up here in these mountains, I'll never know, but I leave them be. I don't want any trouble. He walks back over to the bookshelf. Panton, how, I'll say your what's your passive perception? Is it 12?
10.
10. Okay, you're still on the bottom portion, definitely not where Honora left you, but I think as soon as you hear the click, click, click mechanism from the inside and the of the stone starting to drift open,
I will shoot right up and turn off my light. And
Okay.
just prepare myself for whatever's coming through the door.
Okay. Honora, stepping through to the other room to retrieve your brother. Panton, you said you're standing now, right? Yeah, you see him standing in the southern edge of the room.
I'll walk up to him, put my arms on his shoulders, and be like, "Are you okay?"
Where am I? How long have I been out?
Oh, said you were sleeping, and so we didn't want to disturb you. It's only been a little while.
I
Come on into the next room.
I heard some talk.
Cold in here. Let's go into the library. I'll tell you all about it, I promise.
About what? And you
Well,
see me take a hesitant step forward.
I'll put my arm around your shoulder and be like, well, we were talking to him, and he mentioned that there was something we could do to maybe help you. Just in case those voices come back. It's a ritual. It's just a spell to banish any dark, evil entities from taking control of your mind and compelling you again.
And you see the Lich kind of walk past as you're coming out of the secret room. And as he walks closer, he just kind of waves a hand and opens the other door.
Oh, is that how that's done? Oh.
I don't think you're tall enough, Panton. Come on, we'll go talk to the others. We'll make a plan. We'll figure this out together.
I'm going to walk forward, but as I do, Nora, I don't need fixing.
Well, you told me about those voices, and that can't be comfortable.
As you guys step out into the light of the library,
It's not your fault.
Panton, have you done anything to conceal the blood that is on your hands?
I've wiped it off into my red coat, so first of all. And second of all, I've kind of buttoned up my coat at the waist.
Okay.
When you told me about them, you were scared, and I think this can help you. It's not your fault, Panton.
I'm going to look at everybody's faces in this room.
Anderson.
Yeah.
As Panton walks into the room, you smell. Being somebody that's very familiar with blood, using it, for your own as a hemocraft, being very familiar with the scent, smell blood as Panton walks in.
And he didn't have any blood on him going in. This is just him coming out.
You didn't notice it at the time.
Okay. Anderson, he's not saying anything. He's just. I mean, he walks out. I mean, Anderson is just glaring at Panton.
Why? What? And a long face. I mean,
Anderson
your
says
standard.
nothing.
It's not your standard werewolf long face, but what? What?
It's okay. It's okay, Panton. He's just worried about that dark entity.
Anderson says nothing.
All the dark entities in this temple make us nervous.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're dark entities.
Right. They're
Oh.
dark and evil. Same thing that convinced Strahd that making a pact was a good idea and sent him to eternal torment.
Forgive me for fixating on something, but you said fix me. That's what Mom and Dad said to me before we ran off. You know that. You remember that, right?
I'm sorry, Panton. It was a slip of the tongue. I meant help you.
Why do I need help?
Well, you told me you had those voices in your head. And those voices scared you. And we may have a solution to make them stop. Don't you want that?
Do you want that?
By the way, Panton, how you feeling?
I mean, fine. I mean, and he looks down and kind of rubs at his belly a little bit.
I mean, you haven't been cut recently.
I mean,
You're not bleeding.
yeah, I am actually, but I don't know why.
You're bleeding.
Are you okay?
I mean, I'm gonna reach in.
So you haven't physically seen this wound yet in your memory. Like, you remember feeling it while you were inside, saw the blood, wiped yourself off. But are you going to reveal the wound?
No, I don't think I'm gonna reveal it.
Okay, but just kind of show that you're bleeding. It's kind of soaking through your clothes a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what happened. I mean, I was sleeping, and then I got up. Then all of a sudden, all y'all were looking at me, and I was really tired, and I just.
Nothing happened to you. Where are you bleeding?
I don't know.
And that
Don't-
is, Panton, that is some serious bleeding going on there.
Well, I mean, I'm fine. Like,
Do you
still here.
Do you need one of us to patch it up for you?
I will actually start to pat you down. Where are you hurt?
Just stop. Just stop touching me right now. Look, I don't remember what happened. And okay. What's this ritual that I thought I heard?
It's
Why
a
was
way
I
to
locked in there?
banish the dark voices from your head.
Why was I locked in there?
Because you were trying to sleep and we were trying to be quiet.
Didn't have to shove me into a cold, dark room.
I didn't realize it would be so cold. I'm sorry.
Did you hurt yourself in the room?
No, there's nothing in the. Did you look in the room? There's like nothing in there.
So why are you bleeding? Why
That's
does
why
everyone
I'm
say you're bleeding?
I don't know why I'm bleeding. You
Well, then
guys
let's
want to
check
tell
it
me
out.
why I'm bleeding?
Radovan has
No.
healing magic. He can make you stop bleeding.
I don't want. No. It's
Why not?
Personal. It's personal. I
What?
want to know why I'm bleeding, but like and he's gonna turn around and like hide because he's trying to figure out like what the hell happened to him, and he's gonna like look at the wound.
Yeah, as you kind of turn and lift up your shirt a little bit, you see probably, I don't know, about a 2-inch long or 2-inch wide gash right in your abdomen.
Like,
It's
what you guys do to me?
it's deep,
We
but
didn't
more
do
troubling
anything to
than
you.
that, there is like black, dark veins kind of spidering out from the wound itself. Not like the blood vessels that you have in that immediate area where the wound was created have this like necrotic type energy that seemed to be spreading out from the wound itself.
Like, it's just somebody give me cloth or tap on the head, something. Like, just what happened? And
Temperance
I'm gonna like
reaches down.
prestidigitate some of the blood away.
Okay.
Temperance reaches down and rips a piece of like the hem of her dress and like hands it to Pam.
Say that one more time, Temperance.
Yeah, you were cutting out. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, you're hurting. Sorry, yeah. She rips off a piece of the hem of her dress and it's like, I'm so sorry you're hurting, but she only says it with her eyes. She just won't talk about this.
He'll take the fabric and just like, again, embarrassed because he doesn't know what the hell happened. Just
I'm gonna glare at
take it,
Temperance the entire
kinda-
time she walks over to Panton.
turn around and just like dab the wound and like kind of like patch it up and then tie my shirt in the back to like make a makeshift bandage out of this fabric in my shirt and just like rebutton my jacket and what happened?
No one was aware of your injury until just now as you walked out. I don't understand why you're trying to hide it.
Well, it's kind of embarrassing, you know? Like,
Embarrassing? Why? It's not the first
I
time
was-
you've ever been.
I cast a healing word.
Okay.
So,
I mean, I was fine when, like, this it's like,
oops, that
Oh,
was should not have been at
whoa.
4th level.
whoa, it was like, whoa, buddy, whoa.
You make him feel real good.
Yeah, no shit. Like, there,
Panton, you can feel the wound itself mending.
like, it's like a bad hangover. Like, I can't, like, there's no headache or anything. It's just, I can't remember anything. Like,
Eventually, the Lich comes back into the room carrying 6 lanterns. Probably about, I don't know, a 5-pound bag of salt. And go ahead, Panton.
you don't need those lanterns. And I will rifle through my bag for a gold coin and cast light on it. See? Look. Need lanterns. Got this.
And a piece of parchment. He walks over to Honora and hands her the paper and just discreetly says, "When you're reading this, you cannot stop somebody must continue to read, I would say that would be best for everyone that's going to participate in this ritual to memorize these words.
Okay, there it is again. Ritual. What ritual? What is going on?
It's a ritual to stop the dark entity. The same thing that convinced Strahd. One got released, Panton. We think it might be targeting you.
Okay, look. Can I see this piece of paper? I promise, Athling Scout Honor, whatever it is, I won't shred it or anything.
I'll show you the paper.
Do you physically give it to him?
I show it to him, but I don't think I'm going to hand it to him.
I sit there and look at the script, the parchment.
Yeah, I don't hide it from him. I'm just like, here you go.
Okay. You see written down kind of almost in separate paragraphs, and just each one of them a word on the left-hand side of the paper. The first word you read is bone, blood, darkness, fear. And then you see the word amber, amber 1 through amber 5. As you're starting to look to the right of those words, you see the great evil for its bread mills our bones. Kind of scrolling through, you see, let our fear be guided by light to protect us from your darkness. Then you can, just by reading each of these paragraphs, you can tell that this is what appears to be a ritual to summon or entrap some evil.
Huh. Okay. Why the salt?
It'll keep the dark entity contained.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's kind of neat magic, isn't it, Panton?
I mean, it's looks scholarly.
Yeah, the village here says that he'd try to teach you.
Oh,
What's that
you're
look
gonna
for?
right. You're gonna
We've been
try.
looking for a teacher this entire time, and we've got one now.
Do I believe her? Actually, hey, did you say you were gonna teach me?
I have taught all of you since you've come in.
Pretty vague answer right there.
Panton, we're going to try this ritual, but if nothing happens, better to be safe than sorry, right?
All right. So then,
So
run me through this ritual. Tell me
the-
what happened.
the one of the deities got free, and we're really scared that it's targeting you.
What? When did that happen?
Last night.
Just to be 100% clear, Panton, while the modify memory altered your remembrance of shattering the amber sarcophagi, you do still have every memory of your death and making your initial
everything
contact.
except for last
Okay.
night.
Yeah.
For sure. There's like a 10-minute window that I just blacked out. Like I hit my head on something really hard.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you still knew, like, you're technically attempting to deceive right now that you don't know anything about the dark entity.
Oh, no. No, I'm not doing that. I just blacked out because of whatever the hell happened.
Right.
I'm
And
just
that's why I'm
choosing
being
not to
vague when I'm
address
telling him,
anything
like,
else.
one of them escaped last night and we think it's targeting you. And if that's the case, the best thing to do is to do this ritual to trap it back into the amber.
But
But you don't recall how you got hurt.
no. Like, have you ever whacked your head really hard on a cross? I mean, you're kind of tall. Have you ever like gone into a
I'm
room
not
and
that
just?
tall.
I mean, you're taller than me.
I guess
Everybody's
taller
taller
than
than
you.
me. Everybody's taller than me. Like, you've ever walked into a door frame or something like that really hard? Like, you got really excited for a birthday gift and you turned around and whack, you hit your head, and
This
then you wake
happened
up
when he
10
was
minutes
8.
later.
Is that how you hurt yourself?
I don't know.
Are you
Alright.
feeling better now?
I mean, yeah, I'm feeling fine, but like,
Okay.
what's gonna happen with this ritual then?
Well, the ritual will only work if you're willing to do it.
Okay, but what's gonna happen to me during this ritual?
Well, we just
I-
started discussing it, so we all have the same question. So let's listen to the master.
Well, if the dark entity does have a hold on you, then it will be pride-free in this ritual. It will be scary. It will
Scary?
fight. I'm trying to use simple terms. It's going to attempt to cling on to you if it has bound itself to you. It will.
I mean, I do appreciate the layman term part, but I'm not an idiot, all right? I do practice a little bit of magic myself, so like
Saying
you
that
can.
it's dangerous. There's a risk.
Oh, and what's that risk?
You could die.
But we could also save you.
Excuse me.
If it is bound itself to you.
1 second. I could die.
Yes, but we can save you.
I'm
Like-
I'm terribly sorry.
You would only die for a
This
minute.
is
For a minute.
what was the initial purpose of your venture here?
To find more answers about these dark deities, find a way to stop Strahd, to help my brother.
Empress pulls out her Tarot card again, like some great power to help us fight Strahd. It's
Oh,
supposed to be at the end of a road.
I'm sorry, I don't believe in Tarot readings.
It's a separate kind of magic.
It's from that of Ava.
You mentioned some statue that might resemble the picture on there.
Yes, just down the stairs there. And he walks over and carefully picks another book in the wall and reveals another set of stairs. Yes, just down those stairs there. At the base, there's a tall statue.
Won't that statue attack us?
No, that's the other one.
No, those are the amber statues. This one is clearly stone.
May we look at it?
Be my guest.
Anderson will just gesture for everyone to stay there, and he'll go to look at the statue.
Alrighty. Making your way down the stairs, you are once again exposed to the elements. The cold immediately just chilling you. As you get down to the base of the stairs, looking out into the darkness, you don't have dark vision, right?
No, but I do have a torch.
Okay. You light a torch then.
Mhm.
Let's go ahead and change your token light. I feel like that's an abnormal amount of light that it is shown. 5, 10, 15. Yeah, it shouldn't be showing that much, but we'll let it go. It is a wide open expanse. You see massive black marble pillars going off into the ceiling beyond your vision. The massive stone statue, its arms outstretched, hooded figure. What are you looking for?
I'm just looking. I mean, he described a statue. That seems to be what we're looking for. I'm just gonna. I assume that this is it right here, or does that match the description we were given?
Yes. This massive statue in the middle is, and as you're kind of looking up, you can see above you on either side stone balconies, probably about 15 feet above your head. The west side of the open room, the stone balcony has crumbled, and part of it just lay in rubble on the ground floor.
Yeah, I just wanted to look at the statue. I mean, if I see that, I'll just go back up to everyone else.
Okay.
While he is down there, I'm gonna look at Honora and be like, "What do you mean? Be a dark lord of evil? What are you talking about?"
Were you not paying attention?
No, evidently not.
So the gentleman told us that these things are what make these realms of what Strahd is, you know? And one of them is after you.
Clearly, I don't remember making any sort of pact with any Dark Lord, so I think I'm fine.
We're just trying to get ahead of the fact that maybe they want to make a pact with you.
Hey, guess what? Maybe make a pact and die. No! I don't want to die!
So you'd rather live forever in misery?
I didn't make any pact! Look, I don't remember making any sort of pact. And I think
I know you don't remember anything,
pact.
Pigeon. But it's courting you. It's manipulating you. It's telling you that that's what it wants to do. You told me this.
Look, I didn't tell you a lot yet, all right? There's very good reasons why I haven't told you things, because I will tell you eventually. But what's messing with my... What pact are you guys talking about? I didn't make a pact, so therefore there's no need for a ritual. We're good. We can just go. Let's look at the statue.
It's not about whether you've made a pact or not. It's whether this thing is in contact with you.
Oh.
That's a relief, though, that you haven't, but you're also saying you can't remember what happened. And then you're suddenly wounded without explanation.
Well, I got about 15 minutes of my brain that just isn't there right now. I don't know what's going on. You guys are all worried about me all of a sudden, and this guy's carrying lanterns and a bunch of salt. I feel like you guys aren't telling me something.
We're being fully honest with you, Panton.
Insight
Does
check.
this whole thing have to happen now? Can we explore?
Sorry, Rhea, you're hard to understand.
Damn it. Okay, this is good to know. I am not going to wear these headphones again. Does it have to be right now? Could we give Panton the opportunity to, I don't know, figure out what happened or
Oh, let's
make
give the
some
dark
time?
entity a chance to grow stronger and find another champion. Oh, that
Yes,
sounds like a
and
good
more.
idea.
Let's keep
That's actually
everything
the
calm
best
now.
case scenario. If the dark entity just finds another champion, then there's nothing to worry about.
That's not a good thing. What do you mean there's nothing to worry about? That means another Dark Lord with another domain of dread eating souls.
It doesn't
You
affect us.
Yes, it may not be my brother, but it may be somebody else who's innocent and gets sucked into somebody's evil plans.
I will
Then
What
we
the
don't
hell
know who,
happened to
and we
me?
have no control, and we can't stop it. That's a bad idea.
What is going on?
if you go out and you're trying to rid the world of all evils everywhere, then
No, just the ones that crossed my path.
you are not from here. It would probably
Clearly.
be in your best interest to do whatever you can
I'm sweating. Bad.
to resolve whatever it is that's going on here, defeat Strahd, and leave the mists. Do not worry about these dark entities.
There's no way you can tell me to not worry about some darkness that was released in the world on our watch.
When did this happen?
When you can't remember, Panton, can you not put two and two together?
No!
The part you're missing is the part where this dark entity got released and is hunting you.
What the hell happened?
That's what happened!
Nora,
Mm.
you know I love you, right?
I love you too. This is why I'm trying to convince you to do what's in your best interest.
You're
I
not
can't watch
telling
you
me
become
something.
Strahd.
What is... I'm throwing a temper tantrum right now.
Anderson,
Sitting on
coming
the
up
floor, pouting.
from behind you. A voice is heard as the steps, soft scuffles. Oh, I didn't realize you had friends here. Hello, Master, who are these people? And as you all turn to the voice, you see a bestial-faced creature, soft in nature, more resembling a fox, robed figure, standing up on two legs. Let me share a handout of this particular type of creature.
Hey.
I want to play a fox. It sounds fun. Oh,
Large, bushy tail protruding from his robes. On the end of his longer snout, you see a pair of golden spectacles. Oh, these are... they stumbled in, and they were asking me questions about the dark entities. Oh, very well. I'll leave you to it. I just heard a commotion up here, and I was just making sure that everything was okay. I don't normally hear noise from up here, and... Oh, it's nice for you to drop by. Please, join us if you must. Oh, I couldn't. I have other things that I should be tending to. Well, it was a pleasure, I suppose. I'll be heading off now. Please do stop by Nephron again if you. It's been too long. And you see the fox-like figure. Of course, Master. I'll be around. You know where to find me. You'll be back. I'll see you then. And he wanders back off into the darkness.
And who was that?
That was my friend, Nephron. He's been with me since the creation of this temple.
I thought you were Netheron.
No,
No.
he was calling for him
Oh,
when we arrived. I remember.
that's right.
You don't know his name, because when you asked him what his
Yeah,
name
he
was
didn't remember.
he couldn't remember.
Okay. I am very confused as to what's going on here.
You're not the only
And-
one, Panton.
And the mood of the group has taken a very serious twist. And I'm not sure why everybody is all of a sudden incredibly concerned about my well-being. But can we just look at Temperance's card and figure out what's going on with that? And can we just go? Please?
No, I don't, and I don't know what needs to be explained in more direct terms. Perhaps simple terms are preferable for you, but I don't understand what needs to be explained.
How about the portion where I might die?
Or you might be targeted by this dark power and
You
turn
know
into be taken to a domain of dread to be tortured for whatever eternity.
Yeah.
And you know what else I know? I know that what you guys just said is he could get bored of me and just mosey on to somebody else. So, I would much rather take the chance of him moseying on to somebody else and still living instead of, hey, we're going to shunt this evil deity away from you. Oh, and there's a very small chance, or medium chance, because nobody's given me a direct answer on that, of me dying.
But we
Because
told
that's
you that
not fun.
in the worst case scenario, you were to die. Well, you can fix it.
Well, if we do nothing, the worst case scenario is
Is
I
he
don't
become
die.
a version of Strahd?
Don't die.
It becomes stronger and even more difficult to stop.
Or you kill us all.
You let a dark entity consume the souls of innocents?
I would never hurt you, Honora. Never. Never in a
I
million years.
appreciate that, and I love you.
And
but
I'm starting to get
I'm
the
not
idea.
worried about me. I'm worried
about-
about children and peasants and people who can't defend themselves. The people of Barovia that are stuck in this endless loop where their souls are consumed.
You expect this full clarity and honesty from us, but frankly, we have not received the same in kind.
Okay, I'm gonna try something here, and if this hurts me, I am fully blaming you guys for this.
Oh, that seems fair.
Oh, okay, yeah, very fair. Hey, so when I talk about the dark deity, he hurts me. Oh. Hey, nothing's happened. Look at that! It didn't happen!
Why would
Holy!
you think that would work?
Because it's happened before!
Oh, is that how you got wounded?
Like, before we wound up in the other lantern, the necromancer's lantern. You know, sometimes he talks to me in my head and tells me to lie about a lot of different things.
You're really not helping your case here.
How long has this been going on?
This has been going on since after Strahd's castle. Hey! Oh!
Martin, it seems like you might be free of it already.
Look at that!
he has no idea what he's talking about, and
Oh no,
leaving us all
no!
confused.
I know what I'm talking about. Dark deity. Are
What
you
happened
there?
at Strahd's?
Wait, how did you come in contact with this dark deity, Panton?
Well, I've listened to see if there's any other voices. I really.
Insight
thank
check.
No, I was really listening to voices.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
How much of this is just like a performance, or like is mingling in like some truth with?
You can tell I'm stalling.
And so that's what we're concerned about. This ritual will get rid of them for good, even if they're temporarily silenced.
Wait, Panton, how did you come in contact with whatever's inside your head?
Look, after sliding down that tunnel from whatever her name was, like, I don't know what happened. All I know is, kind of like this situation here, where I don't remember things happening. All of a sudden, like, then there's a Nora, and I'm surrounded by dead bodies, and...
I think missing chunks of time might be a symptom of what we're talking about.
Wait. Anderson will turn to the Lich. How does one talk to one of these dark entities? What are the conditions where the entities reach out?
Well, just being in basic proximity of the amber sarcophagus will allow it to plant seeds in your mind.
No, before that, we were in Strahd.
Like,
okay.
Say in Castle, if you were in Castle Ravenloft, how would one of these entities get in contact with you?
Through death. If you die, they can basically intercept your soul.
Is that the only way? Assuming you're not near one of the, around here.
If you're not near one of the amber sarcophagus, then yes, that is the only way.
Panton, is there something you're not telling us?
Maybe?
Did you die down there?
Okay, look.
Panton!
Look, hold on, wait.
You realize that I've told you to stay with us every single time to prevent something like this.
Okay, but here's the thing. It wasn't something else that killed me. It was me that killed me.
What?
I know, this sounds really weird. All right, so, whatever her name was, oh my God, I'm so nervous. Look, all right, so I slid down a tunnel, all right, and at that point we were kind of like, we were in over our heads a little bit here, and everybody we were in Strahd's castle. Are you kidding?
You were the one that went to the basement by yourself.
Because I was looking for stuff.
It doesn't make
you
it
died
better,
because you were
Panton.
looking for stuff.
Okay, look. I slid down the tunnel and panicked because there was no way for me to get out, and all of a sudden a bunch of bodies started rising, and well, I'm not exactly known for my constitution, so I panicked, and all of a sudden everything just stopped, and I did some stuff, and then all of a sudden, like, things got fuzzy, and there was some talk, and...
What talk?
Okay, this is gonna sound really cheesy, alright? This is gonna sound super cheesy. But, Nora, I didn't want to leave you alone in this crazy world. I didn't want you to panic, and I didn't want you to worry about never finding me ever again. So, what I did is I may have struck some sort of bargain to live and make sure that you didn't freak out. And
What was
hey,
the bargain, Penton?
I mean, the voices in my head was part of it. Like, but that's it. That's it. Nothing else has happened.
All of
Just
this-
as a gentle reminder, because it was 30 some odd sessions ago, it was not so much a it wasn't like a bargain, like you collect souls for me and I will give you these powers. It was just, I can give you a gift of power, and it just happens to come with some side effects.
So sometimes when I say things out loud, I get a little beat up, and that's why I've been saying this stuff out loud, because I'm waiting to see. And now all of a sudden I can talk about the dark deity, and he doesn't tell me to shut up, and doesn't rack my brain with a lot of pain and wrath and anger. So
He's free.
all of this
Penton.
time, all of this goddamn time, you didn't tell us what happened, even though,
oh,
god damn it, you're making. And,
It
like, Anderson
wasn't
is standing like right above him at this point.
it wasn't anything that anybody else did. It was me and Panic. And like, I didn't want anybody else to worry about anything.
I am just going to play devil's advocate here because I need everyone to understand. Sometimes they will find you in your most vulnerable state. Could happen to any one of you, really. Imagine you, little one, looking over at Honora. If you were in his shoes and you had died in Ravenloft,
I understand.
and a
why he
dark
did it.
power is not always so black
But
and white.
we have an opportunity to fix it, to stop it. That's all
But-
I'm asking, is for an
but-
opportunity.
The thing is, the voices aren't in my head right now. So we're
Right
good.
now.
Yes, because bringing him up usually came with my head hurting and me feeling a little injured. And me talking about this right now, I'm sure I would be feeling a whole hell of a lot worse than I am right now. Like, right now, I'm just sweaty and nervous, and I just want to get this thing solved and then go. But that's it. Nothing else.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, fuck off. Oh,
Penton, we
jeez.
understand, but one of the dark deities in the basement got free last night.
Well, what the hell happened?
We would love to know that.
Ah, wait. Halfling luck.
Thank goodness.
Yes. Wow, one of those times. Hey!
Oh, wow.
Thank God for halfling luck.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
You feel
I forget about that constantly.
cramping in your stomach. But you're able to keep yourself composed to where nobody else on the outside would be able to feel the pain. This pain is not a familiar pain of the dark entity punishing you psychically. This
Papa
is
beating me. Okay, got it.
this is more just pain of a
So-
foreign object in your abdomen. I mean, you
Shoving it.
can't pinpoint that there's an object in there, but even though you're healed, it still hurts.
So, look. All
So
of
you made a
this-
choice in a moment of weakness, and we're giving you an opportunity to undo that.
Okay, but you're talking about this ritual could kill me. And I'm sorry, but at this point, I am the only expert, except for him, on the topic of death, and I don't want to go through that again.
It'll
So,
only
can
kill
I-
you if the entity is latched on, and it's not a guarantee that it will kill you, it'll just hurt.
See?
Which you sound pretty confident that it's left. So
Yeah.
there should be nothing to worry about.
Which I
Yeah,
would
But it would
say
be best to be safe.
I would not waste these materials. You would have to travel back here again in order to perform the
I
ritual.
think it's worth it to save my brother.
I'm fine. Alright? I am 100% fine.
Panton, you've told us that all the time. For months.
Okay. But I also didn't say about somebody in my head telling me to lie to you guys about it. Otherwise, he'd put a bolt of lightning in my head, or spiders in my mouth, or some other weird thing that never happened to me before. So,
Panton, do you remember the boy that cried wolf? Story Mom used to read to us sometimes?
what does that got to do with this?
You've
I'm
had
not
an
crying wolf.
entity in your head telling you to lie to us for months.
Because for whatever reason, it didn't want me to bring it up to you guys, and now all of a sudden, everything is all fine. So, at this point, I'm gonna walk past everybody, and I'm gonna head over to the staircase over here,
Okay.
and we go
Go where?
somewhere other than this area where we're gonna talk about possibly killing me.
If I could offer a common ground, I would think that it would be. So, when I was here and Strahd would visit, and I told myself that I should have been able to detect that something was wrong. He became more and more fixated on Tatiana. It was always Tatiana, more than just a simple crush. He became thirsty for immense power. I saw the cravings in his eyes. It was manic. If I'm being truthful, while your brother here might be a little defensive, from right now I cannot see any direct signs that he is currently under the influence of this dark entity.
Right, but were you not there last night? Did you not see what happened?
What happened?
I'm ignoring Panty. I'm talking directly to this guy.
I'm talking to you.
Not influence? Were you not there last night? Did you not?
You were seconds away from attacking him.
It was because I was worried
And Radovan
about my
diffused the
work, my
situation.
lifelong work.
You don't seem so worried about it now.
Wait, you were about to attack me? What happened?
We told you, Panton, a dark entity got loose last night.
I was up here, I thought.
A dark
Given-
entity got loose last night, Panton. You've had one in your head for months.
Given what happened last night, that doesn't worry you in the slightest. That doesn't tip you off that this might be going on with, might be drawing parallels to what happened with Strahd. Are you blind, man?
You might be getting senile in your old age.
I have only known you for a short period of time, but just looking at you and listening to you bicker,
We've been tortured
the dark
since we arrived in
entities,
Barovia.
the dark entities choose people that have deeply rooted, how do I say, They must, they need someone strong, very powerful, to go about their evil biddings. Strahd, much more powerful than you lot, especially individually. I do not think any of you realistically would meet the qualifications of not only strength, but also mental capacity to do the evil things that they ask you to do. If I'm being quite honest now, I think that it was possible that it was only a means to an end. Manipulation. Force someone weak-willed. Someone insecure. Promising of power only to leave them to find someone more powerful. These dark powers, if they do choose an entity, they do not choose them carelessly. They are chosen because of their potential and their immense amount of power and influence.
You're still not convincing me that Pandon is not their target. I've seen what he can do. He is very powerful.
And yet, you're not even the most powerful entity here within this realm.
But
Does anybody else find it incredibly ironic that I am very powerful and yet I need to be babied every step of the way? Does anybody else find that ironic?
Anderson
think
continues
that's
to
rather
ignore
fitting.
Panton, speaks to the Lich, and just says, "Well, partner, if you're wrong, I assume that means it could spell the death for all of us."
What I'm proposing is that as you're on your way to the circles to perform the ritual, you keep an eye out for any of these tendencies. He will behave differently. You will notice it.
And what if we do notice it? What do we do?
Whatever you have to.
that's what I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to avoid the whatever you have to scenario by getting ahead of it and just controlling the situation.
He's clearly not going to go and do it of his own free will. And now, if I'm being quite honest, I have work to do. And I do not want you bickering in my office much longer. You've done enough damage here.
Damn it,
We're trying to fix it.
What are we trying
We
to
come
fix?
back for the tome.
I don't have the paper, but we need the lanterns, I guess.
No, the tome that we...
Oh, Strahd's
Or
tome.
the other Dark Lord that we're...
Dealing with.
He
Oh,
walks
that's
into the
right.
other room.
Anderson just says, "Wait, what's the quickest way out of here?"
Down the stairs that you went down to see the statue across the Great Hall and up the stairs. On the other side, there's one exit out the southern portion of the temple.
Well, apologies for getting emotional, but you have been helpful. Thank you.
I pray that we do not meet again.
You and me both.
I'm gonna tug on Radavan's cloak. What did we break? Did you guys break?
We could go downstairs and find out. And you'd see.
Let's just get the hell
He
outta
gives you the Tome of Strahd. I'll give you the fully deciphered version before the beginning of next session.
What about the lanterns that we need for the ritual?
He brought them out. He brought out the lanterns and 5-pound bag of salt and gave you the note.
Okay. Just put it
And
in my
I'll
inventory.
yeah, I've got it in a PDF over here on the side. I'll make a handout.
Okay.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but I want to get the hell out of here.
We have something we're looking for. Did you all forget?
We
We
do
want to
have
defeat Strahd. This is one of the ways we do it. I know you're all so concerned for Patton, but what if we did this first while he's still showing no signs of any issue?
I agree with Temperance on this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
shocking.
Look, fine. We'll spend
Jealous.
1 day looking through here really quick and see if we find anything.
I mean,
After
with
today,
your
we
permission, of
leave.
course, and I'll look at the lich.
I cannot speak on behalf of the spirits that roam throughout these corridors. Unfortunately, they have a mind of their own.
Not our first time dealing with spirits. Do you have any clues? I believe Madame Eva told us.
Didn't Anderson just go and look at the statue that
I see a faceless god
card
he awaits you at
indicated?
the end of a long, winding road deep in the mountains.
Well, we skipped the long winding road part, thanks
Yeah,
to
we
the
did. Who's the faceless god?
Who are you asking?
Jim,
The lich.
It's the god of secrets. It's the statue that was created down there. Supposed to be as a shrine to hopefully keep this temple secret from outside influence.
How is that supposed to help us?
I think we're supposed,
maybe the
From what you
statue has
described,
something
you-
on it.
right?
Go look.
Winding
Didn't you
road.
find something in the portrait or something at the castle?
We did find something in the portrait that was the book.
Right. So maybe there's
look at
something there.
Well, Anderson, was there anything there?
Just a large statue. I don't think any of us could carry it. I didn't check it
No,
out
you
thoroughly, though.
definitely couldn't. It's
No,
40 foot
no.
tall. Like, you could just barely make out the top of the head.
Oh, well, take a
But
chance. Maybe
Not to
Temperance
say
has to
that there
look
ain't
at
a
it.
secret passage underneath it or something.
Yeah,
It's
But-
got
maybe,
another set of eyes.
maybe Temperance has to look at it since it's her card. Should
I
we
can
grab
go
the
see.
skull?
Let's go.
All right, the skull came with us, right?
Go.
Can't leave it.
If
I
I'm
can't
able to,
lift it.
I'll try to go down and grab it.
All right. Yeah. You're able to. I don't know. I can't remember if you're encumbered or not. Whether or not it's.
I am like right on the border.
Okay.
If I have any more weight, I am over encumbered.
Do you need me to
Okay.
hold something for you?
Yeah, picking it up and kind of carrying it back up the stairs, only to then go back down the other side of the stairs.
Your leg workout in, buddy.
Do you guys descend?
Yeah, I think we're all gonna head towards this statue.
Let's go take a look.
I'm gonna linger for a second, and I'm gonna look at the lich.
Okay.
What happened to me?
Radavan's gonna stay with Panton.
Looking over to you, Panton, he pauses. It appears that you died and made a small pact with a dark entity. I pray that you can overcome it. Word of advice. If you stop responding to it, it has no power over you. And he just pats you on the shoulder and walks off into his office or his bedroom.
90% of that I knew. And I stormed down the stairs. I'll cast light on my diamond again.
Oh, also, since we leveled up, I've got fiendish resilience, and I call cold resilience for the day.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Dancing Lights.
Panton, before you go down, I think Radovan will stop you.
Where's
I have
Honora?
one follow. I'm following Anderson and Temperance.
Oh.
I've got Dancing Lights, and I'm shooting him ahead of Anderson so he can see. I think
Yeah, but I
I-
don't even see your token.
Yeah.
You left me up in the stairs.
Oh.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
I'm gonna just set the skull down like right here.
Okay.
Yeah, what's up, Radovan?
Say 90% of that is what you knew. You're making a big performance about the 10% you don't know. Would you like me to just come out and say it? Enough has been said, I think, already.
Oh, I mean, I didn't want to share my untimely death with everybody else because, I didn't want everybody to worry. So, yeah.
Is
I
that
mean,
the reason why?
Oh, yeah, I didn't want anybody else worrying about it, especially Honora. You see how protective she is of me right now? Like,
Did you ever
now...
consider that their safety might be endangered because of that?
No, I got a control on this.
Doesn't seem like it.
Oh, totally in control. All right, let's go downstairs.
I see through you.
I mean,
Some
I'm not
of what
invisible
you
yet.
some of what you said and described was true, but not all of it. And you expect us not to baby you, but then you can't put two and two together with what everyone else has said. You released it last night. I don't know how you were wounded. Your friends, we stopped the Lich from killing you and figured out what could be done. There. Direct, full honesty. What do you have to offer in return? More obfuscation, more lies, more stalling?
I mean, when you put it like that, maybe, but probably about little things.
My whole life. Centuries I've spent here. And who knows how long before that I've been recycled through this place. Do not wish that on anybody else. Your cavalier attitude about it disgusts me. The way you feel persecuted by everyone else, when you do not acknowledge the way you affect others. The Lich had it right. Weak-willed, selfish I'd add also. Some of the people talk about you all as heroes. Others know you as Strahd's playthings, and I can see why. It makes sense that an entity like him would get entertainment out of you all. I will help you defeat Strahd. But I will not aid in another dark domain being created. There, I've said my piece.
I have
Well
no
spoken.
intention-
Inspiration to Joseph.
Holy shit!
What a
Radavan.
man!
Kid,
Fuck!
dress me
That was
down, Dad.
brilliant! Thank you. Thank you.
Temperance would be diametrically opposed, but Bria's
Yeah.
giving those stabs.
Oh, and Nora's on board for this.
Did you have anything to say in return,
Whew.
Panton?
Now I'm sweaty.
You have a way with words, sir. And sometimes they cut deep.
Only responding to what you said you wanted. People to be direct and clear with you.
Well, know that I have absolutely no interest in creating a dark domain, as you have called it. If I were to create a domain, and this is part of my cavalier attitude that you had said, it would be lighthearted, fun, and spirited, and everybody would love me. I would love everybody. Now, let's go downstairs, let's look at this statue, and let's get the hell out of here because it's really putting everybody in a dour mood.
How did you get wounded?
I don't. Okay. I don't remember certain parts of the day. So, I don't know. Like, it looks like it's healed up a little bit.
Is it? You show me.
No, I won't show you. It's not bleeding anymore.
Why were you hiding it? We fought
Because
together.
Because I
I've
don't
seen you
remember
all get-
it. As
That
simple as
doesn't make
that.
any sense. I'm a healer.
Well, ever
Temperance gives a yell up like, "Hey! We have things to do! If you two want to power on your own, you can do that later."
You're gonna look from Nora like, what the hell?
Let's go downstairs, and I can address your concern later on when everybody isn't yelling at us. Okay? Promise.
Starting
Radavan
it
loves
is
to
then.
break us up. I might as well do the same, she says to Honora.
It wants to break what? Temperance. How many times have you and Panton run off on your own already? Like 3 times already.
Are they dating?
We're doing twice. No, like, not emotionally break up. Physically break up.
And Temperance.
We keep telling you this place is dangerous. Panton just confirmed that my suspicions were correct. You
As
call it smothering.
you yell out,
Oh no.
Oops. Bing bong, no thought.
Oh no, the consequences of our actions. Oh no.
Oh, this game is the best!
as you yell out, where's it at? Yeah, we'll just, we need you guys to go ahead and
Oh,
roll
God.
initiative for me.
Oh,
Awesome.
yay.
Sensational.
Woo!
Whoa, hold on.
Too late, you told us to roll initiative.
Yeah, serious.
I know, sorry.
You got us excited, and then you're like, no, you're too excited.
I'll get you guys back in
Roll
there.
again.
Now you did the long way. I'm gonna pee while you do that.
Ooh, yes.
Actually, same. I'll be right back.
No, you guys are good. We'll go ahead and take a quick fiver.
Hey, Dad, I want to thank you for
You just put
Oh, shit.
Mio in your beer?
Oh, it's water.
Oh.
And it's stir.
Okay, here we go. This is what it was supposed to look like.
I have dancing lights out though.
I know. I gotta get them out so you can place them.
No, you don't. I can just go boop.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, put those wherever you think they should be.
I get 4 of them. Ha ha ha.
Just as long as they're within 20 feet of each other, I think. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong.
Ooh, flame skulls.
Quit peeking.
It's in the chat.
I know.
Like, Jesus, do I have a fourth daddy now? Jesus
The range is
Christ.
120 feet.
No,
gotta be
they
within
have to
20
be
feet.
within
Oh.
20 feet of each other. Like, they
So
can
you can-
be 120 feet out, but each one has to at least be within 20 foot of the other one. It's 10, 20, or 30 feet.
20
Okay.
feet of another light created by
Is
the
it?
spell.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I could turn him into a person made out of light, though.
On this dynamic lighting that the top of the head of the statue has no light on it. Just like right there.
Because it's so far up.
Yeah, it's so far up, you can't see it.
Like,
No, it has no face. Just nothing there.
There.
Alrighty. As a surprise, I need
Jesus.
who dares use a fireball against us?
I need all three
That's
of
my
you.
move.
I need all three of you down there to make a dexterity saving throw.
Now, I do need to ask, is this a skill or an ability? Oh, sorry, an ability or a spell?
This is fireball.
Oh, the
Oh,
spell.
yeah, this is fireball the spell. Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Temperance, where's your token at?
Oh,
Can't see anybody's token.
it says I could add my shield's AC bonus to the dex saving throw I make against the effect targets. Only me. Never mind.
Shield
Wait, I'm gonna
active.
add a d10 to my roll and use my dark ones unlock.
You can't see their tokens because you don't have vision of it at that point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm sure I hear the whoosh and feel the heat.
Why? Okay, selection.
But I can use my reaction to take no damage. Haha.
Okay.
Womp womp.
All right, so Temperance,
I got a shield now.
you failed. You take the full 26 points of fire damage. Honora, you said you take no damage, and Anderson, you take
Master.
13. As you're yelling for them to come on down, right at the last second, you hear the familiar voice. I wouldn't do that if I were you. And of the Arcanoloth up above, and the from over here in the distance, from above, in kind of an arrow slit like structure, just out from the balconies above, ball of fire barrels down towards and explodes in the vicinity. Top of the round, it is Anderson's turn.
Wait, when he said I wouldn't do that if I were you, is that towards us or the skulls? Like,
He was saying that towards you in a sense of like, I wouldn't yell if I were you.
oh,
And then
Okay.
the skulls reacted to your presence.
well, shit, it's a little too late now. Okay.
Oh.
Do I know the direction that the fireball came from?
You do. It came from over in this general vicinity, high up, about, I don't know, 25 or so feet in the air.
Oh, so I'm not reaching them anytime soon. Okay. Wow, that sucks. And I assume like what I see here is just what I see.
Yes.
Okay. So since I can't see the skulls, I know I can't reach them. I'm gonna go. I can see a little like hallway over here. I'm gonna start heading over there.
Okay.
Just away from this because I think I have 5 more feet. And I doubt I will need this, but just I don't want to waste my action. I'll take the dodge action just in case.
Okay.
And I'll end it with that. I don't know what else to do.
Okay. Temperance, it's now your turn.
Yeah. How well can I tell the direction that fireball came from?
I mean, you saw where it came from. You heard it looking around, and I mean, it would be very difficult to pinpoint the exact location without some other source of light. Right now, the entire room outside of just these dancing lights, it's dark.
Okay.
You see,
Okay.
I will say that there is a faint green glow coming through 3 individual slits that are up in the wall, 25 feet up.
Now, question:
Yeah.
Is Bria in? Is she in Asimar? Do they get dark vision?
She's not an
I
ASMR.
am not an Asmar. I'm a
Man,
regular.
I don't know why. I don't know why I
ASMR?
kept thinking that you were. I always imagined your
Bria's
character as
full
an
on fucking
Asimar.
human.
Okay,
That's
never
my
mind. Then.
word.
Yeah, we were all humans except for the 2 halflings, and now we have an elf.
Okay. I am gonna shoot some bonfires 60 feet away. Are these 10-foot squares? So like, yeah. Like there. So that looks good. I like that 35 feet away. Yeah.
What are you casting?
Bonfire.
Bonfire?
And in case it like can do any damage, yeah, because it's a cantrip, and that way I don't waste a fireball if I don't hit anyone. And then it creates
I know it'll
lights
light
for a
up.
minute.
Light up the area.
Exactly. Here, I can do the full VTP thing.
Which light does it cast?
5-foot square, but it's something.
Well, the bonfire itself does the 5-foot square, but it's probably at least.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's a
Let's see
bonfire,
what we got here.
I'm surprised it doesn't have a thing for the light.
Yeah.
That is kind of weird.
I would say at least be 20 feet around it, but.
Sarah, I almost cast that in the Icewind Dale last thing, but I was like, oh,
That's
it
a
lights,
cantrip, right?
it would light the boat on fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't light the boat on fire.
All right, it rolled an 18, so it succeeded.
Stop that from doing it in
No
the warehouse,
damage.
though.
And can we get some light further?
Can you get some what? Some light?
Some light where I cast it?
Yeah, I
light?
suppose I'll drag another
Give me more light.
dancing light out there. Oh, dang it.
There's a wall in the way.
Yeah. We'll just give it that.
Okay. And then I'm gonna kind of run back up towards the stair. So that's my cover
Okay.
behind the statue. And that's my turn.
Alrighty. The first
I can't see the turn orders, so.
you can't.
I can't see
Yeah.
the turn order at all.
It
Yeah,
disappeared.
it's
Oh, yeah,
it's blank
that's
for me
fine.
as well.
mean, it's
Oh, it's
fine,
because
it
we
tells-
changed maps.
Screens?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. It is currently the Flame Skull's turn. The first one is going to cast magic missile at Honora.
Okay.
dealing 12 points of force damage.
Yikes.
Okay.
The second one is going to... are you within range of it?
I do not know, because I do not know where it is.
No, not you. Also going to cast Magic Missile at you, Anderson. Dealing 9 points of force damage.
I would appreciate it if it didn't do that, but all right.
And the third one is going to... Oh, where's... Okay. It's resolved its turn. Panton, it is now your turn. Honora, you're on deck.
Okie dokie. So I'm assuming I heard the fireball go off.
Yes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Fuck, I don't see anything.
So... yeah, let me get rid of these fucking pillars. I did it on the other map there. That makes it a little bit easier.
I still don't see anything, but that's fine.
Let me... there.
I see Honora.
What is causing that?
Oh, just around the corner, that's all. I only got 25 feet of movement.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I will pass. I will cast Protection Against Good and Evil
Okie dokie.
with a pet slot. Woo!
Alrighty, Honora,
Yeah.
your turn. Radovan, you're on deck.
I think drawing them out is going to be the better choice, so I will go around the statue. Be like, where's it coming from? And use
Okay.
my action to push the lights out. There.
Alrighty. Radovan, seeing Panton rush ahead, and Temperance just at the base of the stairs.
I will see. That'd be kind of crazy. I mean, we don't know how big of a threat it is right now. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Did you say out loud that you wanted to try to lure them out?
Yeah, I said, yeah, it'd be dumb to run over there, so trying to get them to come out.
Okay.
Let's see if I have any kind of. Doesn't look like it. Just in case there's any more fire stuff coming in. I guess I have that. Never mind. I will cast Healing Spirit on Temperance.
Okay.
We'll just do it at 2nd level.
Cool.
Anderson, what's your dex
A modifier or score?
score?
20.
Okay.
Okay,
You're up
20
next.
Strength, 20 Dex, 20 Con. You're
Oh,
crazy.
I wish I had 20 con. That'd be awesome. One day. One
Radovan,
day.
you just cast Healing Spirit, and that's all you're doing?
And then I think I'm also, because that's just a bonus action.
Okay.
How come I can't? Yeah, I'm gonna do another bonfire over here to light up the room a bit more as well.
Okay.
And then I'll hold position there.
Alrighty. Top of the round, Anderson, is now your turn.
Okay. So, just to be sure about something, I've only seen the fireballs coming from, like, a slit over here, right?
Yes. You've now seen... You saw the magic missiles spinning out of a different slot. It appears that there are 3 of them up there. You can even, now that you've got a different vantage point, you can see the faint green glow of the light that's surrounding these flame skulls.
So, is it like a slit on each of these walls then?
Yeah, you can't see them. It's on the upper map, but I wanted you guys to be able to see the lower portion of the floor since you're technically on the lower portion of the floor. But yeah, there's slits in the wall. Like arrow slits, maybe, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I feel it? Do I feel like I would have cover? Like, do you, with these arrow slits, do I get the feeling that I would be seen if I hide, like, right here directly behind this pillar?
You feel that you would probably have cover from any direct attacks, yes. But like an area of effect, like a, you know,
Right.
yeah.
Right. Oh boy, I can't. Actually, I could probably get over there and be fine. Okay, here's I want to try to get closer, so I'm gonna have Anderson move, and with level 10, I have a speed of 45, so with the dash I can make it 90.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna try to get out of, like, run as fast as I can, try to get out of their line of sight, make it over here,
Okay.
and that's. Yeah, that's what I'll do for now.
Alrighty. That ends your turn. Anderson, I need you to give me a strength check. As you get over to the far side, you see a spectral being come up in front of you and look at you and thrust its arms outwards, telekinetically thrusting you. You feel the force tug at your body. You need to... It's a contested strength check versus my charisma score. I rolled a 10 on my charisma, so you give me a strength check.
Oh, it's just strength check. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. There we go.
So you pass. No moving. You resist the pull. Temperance.
Yes.
Radovan, as you're casting your healing spirit, looking, you see behind Temperance another spectral figure appear, and they are going to attack you with a forceful slam. 8 to hit, that misses. This one is going to do a forceful slam on you. 10 misses. For shit's sake. And this one is going to do a telekinetic thrust on Panton. You need to give me a strength check.
Not a good roll for me.
Wait, would
Really
you?
quick, I do have the Helm of Brilliance. Does that affect them at all?
Link to me what it is again. Helm of Brilliance, or why it would affect them. Oh, fuck.
The bright light. Because I forgot I had that, so I don't even need to light up my,
I mean, is it...
It's not daylight, no.
Oh, it starts to glow anytime there's...
Undead?
Yep.
Oh. Yeah.
And
So
the
what's
undead
the...
that start their turn, they take 1d6 radiant damage.
Okay, that starts its turn within there?
Yeah.
Okay. Just a 10-foot radius and an additional 10 feet. Okay.
It's a 30-foot radius, so it's all three of them.
It's 30 feet. As long as it has at least one diamond, the helmet emits dim light in a 30-foot radius when at least one undead is within the area. Any undead that starts its turn take 1d6 radiant damage.
Okay. Anyone that starts his turn there. They didn't start there. They drifted from a different area and
Gotcha.
moved to
So
you.
Now I need a strength check.
Yep, strength check. Contested against a 7 charisma. All right, you pass your will. Terrible rolls. Temperance, it's your turn.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this one so I don't incur any damage to myself. And I'm gonna do both my... Actually, I'm just gonna do my first blast that way. See what happens. How'd that
29
first blast
hits.
do?
Wow. You have a plus 10 to hit? Holy shit.
Powerful girl.
How did you... Oh, it's your Rod of the Packkeeper.
Yeah.
That too.
I was like, no, because 5 plus 4 is only 9.
Okay. First one deals 9 points of force damage. Which you're attacking the
I
one that's
don't
right in
wanna
front of
be-
you, or
I
the
don't-
one?
No.
I want to be
I'm
that
talking about
guy
the
and be like, because she's got somebody in melee, I think she's gonna do disadvantage.
Well, I don't know who she's attacking.
This
I'm
one.
attacking the one far away from me. Yeah.
Right, but
Because
the
if I
ruling
attack
is
the one right
if
in
you
front of me,
have
then-
somebody in melee, any
Oh.
ranged.
I
No,
thought
I
it
think-
was.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it's only
Well,
if you're attacking the one that's in melee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It may be
that's the
different for
ruling.
spells, but for bow and arrow, it's disadvantage if anybody's in melee, even if you're not attacking them.
Really?
No, I think the ruling is just if you attack someone using a ranged attack in melee range,
Yeah.
then that's disadvantage. But since it's far away, it should be fine.
I'll
I mean,
pull it
that's
up.
my understanding of the ruling.
We'll keep
mean-
going. Just go ahead and 29's fine. They've got an extremely low AC, so it's probably not going to make or break.
Okay.
Especially if you have a plus 10 to hit, you'd have to basically critically fail.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna hit that one twice then.
Okay.
Since I didn't immediately hear that it died from my first hit.
Okay.
Let's get these guys knocked out.
13 still hits for 7 points of force damage. It is still, as you see the spectral energy kind of shredding as your force purple energy goes into it. It is still standing, or floating rather. Do you do anything with your movement, or?
No. Because if I move, then I incur an attack of opportunity. Just gonna chill.
Alrighty. Where is...
Shit, I think Sarah's actually right.
I can re-roll those. See if I do worse.
Apparently, you can't miss unless you roll a 1, so it's fine.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll keep that. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think it's just for future use. I think.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I appreciate that. I always do.
Oh yeah, dude. I had no idea either. That's good to know.
It's annoying, but it's important. The idea is that they're distracting you, so like you can't focus on the thing far away from you.
Right. Yeah, I totally had that backwards all this time.
Alrighty. Honora, I'm gonna say you're not gonna have to make a save because the statue, the initial blast radius is on the other side of the statue. I need you three, Temperance, Radovan, and Panton to make dexterity saving throws for me.
Okay. Wish I had something to enhance that, but I don't.
Take it. We'll take it.
It's only a 13, so you pass.
Yeah, so take half damage.
Also, Mr. Panton, because
I know,
of
I'm looking it up right now. I'm looking it up. Don't worry.
and I'll
Goddamn
have to roll for my poltergeist. 1.
17. I'm good.
Oh my god, 2 natural 20s.
Nice.
Yeah.
I waste them on your dex saving throw against
Oh
your
my
own
God.
person.
As long as it's not against us, I'm totally fine with it.
Okay. That's. Well, that one disintegrates. That one's fine. That one takes 11. That one takes 11.
The save DC was 13, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I have resistance to fire damage as well because of the Helm of Brilliance, so I actually take quarter damage.
Okay. Panton, it's now your turn.
So 6.
So -6 first. Let's do that. Okay, cool. Did I see where that fireball came from? First of all,
Yeah, over here in this area.
over in the red area.
Yeah, where the red's pinging around this area. There's
Okay.
Yeah.
Then,
you can see these arrow slits that are kind of glowing green where the most recent fireball came from. It appeared that only one of them had attacked at that particular point in time.
well, I'm not happy about that, so I'm gonna give it right back, and I'm gonna use the helm to cast a fireball right back in its direction.
Okay.
So that will be 1 fire opal.
You'll have to kind of scoot out a little bit in order to understanding that you would basically have to shoot the fireball through the arrow slit for them to really.
It origins at a point that you can see, so he doesn't really have to aim. It just pops in behind the wall.
Yeah, but right now.
Yeah, he still has to move. I'm not saying
Yeah.
he doesn't have to move. I'm just saying, like, he doesn't have to aim. He
Okay.
can just kind of concentrate and poof. Not like making an attack roll.
Right.
Yeah, but if I move, I take an attack of opportunity. So.
You do, against these peasly little baby poltergeist thingies. You're fine.
Sure, famous last words. All right. So if I move to the left, then I'm good. Or do I have to move out?
Let me see.
I do have the area lit up for him nicely, though.
Yeah, I suppose you could do that.
Okay, so I will take an attack of opportunity from.
You didn't leave
Silly
its
little-
melee range. The one on the right, I'm not going to say that's in melee range of you. There's technically a wall and fucking doors in between you.
And a Radovan.
Perfect. Then all right. Then I'm still within melee. So let's cast a fireball.
Okay,
at
make sure you're subtracting your.
Yep.
Does the helm specify the spell save?
It does. does not.
All right, we'll just go with your spell save for right now.
Wait. Oh. Well, it says DC 17 dexterity save if the helm explodes. Is the only thing that it says.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look at it again. I can't remember if it uses your spellcasting modifier or if it has one baked in.
So
But-
mine is 18.
Okay. So 2 of them pass.
Okay. So then fireball, cast. Come on now. I'm gonna cast. Oh wow, there goes 2 of them. Okay.
All right, so 33 points of fire damage to the one that failed, and 16 to the 2 that succeeded.
And then with my bonus action,
I lied. It doesn't
They're
do
flaming
anything.
spells.
you bitch. All right. Fucking flame skulls and fire resistance. I should have known.
See what John did was he just gave you
Can't
the
see them. It's fair.
It's in the
Yeah.
name.
see. Benton,
Flame,
John just
it's
gave
in
you the
the
middle
name.
finger metaphorically there.
You really did. All right, and then
Good thing he's a cold wizard instead of a fire wizard.
yeah, fire's not my forte. And I don't know if Temperance or Radavan will be paying attention to me, but I will use my bonus action to form of dread.
Don't do it. Why would you do it?
Make yourself.
Wait, no,
spooky.
do it.
Alrighty.
Form of dread.
All right, Honora, it's your turn with Radavan on deck.
All right, I'm gonna turn around and start running towards Radovan. I'm going to pause when Panton turns into a monster.
Not a monster, just like a slightly undead-looking version of myself.
So,
Uh-huh.
A monster, yes.
Yes.
Shut up.
Do you take damage from your own helmet?
No. It's just an appearance. I don't actually become undead.
And then I'm going to kick the shit out of this. Never mind. Oh, wait, yeah, I re-rolled it automatically. 10. Does 10 hit?
10 does not hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does a 14 hit?
14 does hit. Yes.
So 11 points of piercing damage on that fucker.
Is this?
It's silvered.
Okay. All right. 11 points of damage isn't enough. The already faintly visible creature, as you thrust into this spectral entity, it dissipates.
Okay, awesome. That will be my turn for now. I'm also going to hide behind the statue and hopefully not get any more fireballs to my face.
Alrighty, Radavan.
Okay. I am going to.
I'm going to like
Oh
try
my
to
goodness,
wave
I
you
just-
away so I can get to the other one and you get out of the way of damage.
I just accidentally scrolled out and now I cannot find the map. I'm gonna try refreshing. Hatching dragons. Reading core rulebooks. There we go. Okay. I am going to. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hide behind a pillar.
Yeah. I still don't see. So it's like somewhere in this area, right?
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to. Here, I'll move them out so you can.
You see, you say an arrow slit.
Yes.
As an elven snippy sniper, can I make that shot? Like it ignores 1/2 and 3/4 cover, but is it like pretty much full cover that they have that they're able to?
No,
shoot
it's not
through,
full
or-
cover. Is your thing like? Is it actually like sniper where you can? Okay, avoid. Yeah, go ahead. Peeking out from behind the black marble pillar, you loose an arrow in that direction, or whatever you
Got it.
planned on doing.
Yeah, let's. You know what? That's a good idea. Let's do
Starry
that.
form.
All right. Let's go into starry form, and we'll try guiding bolts.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's do it first level first. See how strong these things are. 22.
22 hits.
Great. And then I will Starform Archer Shot to follow up, so with triple advantage.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I approve. I approve.
Is it? Please tell me it's Sailor Moon or something. I haven't looked
It
at
is
yet.
Sailor Moon.
Well,
In the
that's
name
how
of
I
the
imagine
moon,
it.
I'll punish you.
Okay,
All
so
right,
17
hits, yeah.
Great. So 12 and 16, 28 damage. Points of radiant damage.
Whoa. Oh, you added them together. Okay, all right. I was subtracting as we went. Okay, yeah.
And you know what? For my absorb elements earlier from the earlier fireball.
Okay.
Fire
an
doesn't
extra.
do anything.
Oh yeah, fire doesn't do damage though, so never mind.
Alrighty. At the top of the round, it is Anderson's turn, but Temperance and Panton and Honora, you hear a of the back of the statue, the very base kind of shifts open, and Nephron pokes his head out. Quickly, inside. They're going to continue to attack you unless you get out of their sight for a while.
And he is here?
Yeah. He's basically in the base of the statue.
Well, that's what we were looking for anyways.
So does Anderson notice this? Is kind of the big question.
Even though I kind of hushed it into the microphone, he said it relatively loudly, trying to catch everyone's attention.
Okay. Yeah, I can make it over there. I'll just go ahead and disengage and go and follow what he said. I'm going to go into the statue.
Okay. Alrighty. Stepping in, kind of having to duck down underneath of the black marble statue. Coming in, it's relatively well lit by candle lights up a very steep spiral staircase, narrow as well. The inside of this statue completely hollowed out as you kind of make your way up as far as you can of the stairs. You do anything else? You just make that movement and that's it? That one is going to come, and it is going to attempt to telekinetic thrust Temperance. You need to make a strength save. It's impossible for you to fail.
Oh.
I would agree.
Again, Panton needs to also make another save.
That one behind me takes 1d6 radiant damage.
Yes, thank you.
Rip.
Alrighty, Panton. Contested, it's 20. You gotta beat a 20 with your strength save.
There's no way I can win that one.
Nat 20, nat 20.
I mean, it's a skill
save,
check,
right?
so strength
Okay.
save.
Gross. Yeah.
Okay, you are launched. How's it worded? Okay, you take 1d6 damage per 10 feet move. You are launched 30 feet.
Gross.
Okay. You are going... Temperance, make a dexterity saving throw. This is kind of making shit up on the fly here, but make a dexterity saving throw. As Panton is being just launched. Okay.
Awful on me.
I just got yeeted.
Temperance, you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as Panton bashes into your shoulder and he's ragdolled through the air. Panton, you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you land 30 feet away. Temperance, it is now your turn.
See this pale little halfling go flying.
I'm gonna rock a little thunderclap.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Which is-
I get protection from evil. I'm sorry. So I get advantage on that, don't I?
It's just
Or no, they get disadvantage. Never mind.
right. I was like that. I don't think that's the way it works. Like you can't be possessed, but
Does
He
that
can still
mean
push
that
you.
they get the second roll?
What is it? They make their
Protection
attacks
from
at you
evil.
with disadvantage.
Yeah.
I don't know whether or not I don't know whether or not that counts as an attack. Because it's just does it say attacks and ability checks?
Spells. Protection.
Temperance, what did you say you were doing? Oh, you're thunder stepping?
I thunderclapped. No, not step.
Oh,
just
thunderclap.
Just a wee, just to.
Is that 5
you
feet?
know.
Disadvantage on attack.
Okay,
Cool.
Constitution.
He's right next to me.
19. So it failed, or it
That's
saves.
We're fast, yeah. Alright, then I'm just
Does it
gonna
take half
let
damage
any-
then?
I don't know that it's even that fancy. It's just a succeed or take damage. It's a cantrip, so.
Oh, is it a cantrip? Okay, I didn't.
Yeah, it's not
I
that
wasn't
fancy.
familiar with it. Alrighty, do you do anything with your movement?
I'll incur the attack of opportunity if it happens and run into the statue.
Yeah, 19 to hit for 8 points of force damage as you feel this incorporeal entity just kind of tear past its hand, passing through your body.
I'll take it, it's fine.
Alrighty. Flame Skull's turn. One of them is going to cast Magic Missile at the now exposed Panton.
Shield.
Okay, that just automatically blocks it, right? Okay,
And I cast that with my last warlock slot.
okie dokie. The next one, because I've only used 2 fireballs so far, I am going to use the 3rd fireball. I need Radovan and Panton to both make dexterity saving throws for me.
Oh, Maria, you also got another healing spirit effect. There you go.
Panton, you take
No,
29
2.
points of...
Trying to think if there's anything that I can do. Wait. No, I just did it. Fuck. Yeah, that's fine. I will take half of that because I'm still resistant to fire damage.
Okay, so 14. 14 for both of you then.
I think that's 7.
And then, oh, that's right. And then make sure you,
There you go. There's that one.
okay.
And
What is it,
wrong
just
one.
on a natural 1?
Yes. And protection from evil stays up still.
Alrighty, cool, cool. Panton, it is now your turn. Honora, you're on deck.
Fuck off. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 in.
And it already used its reaction on this turn, so it can't smack you. Honora, it is now your turn. Seeing Anderson and Panton and Temperance, all 3 make it into the statue, all of you kind of curling up the narrow staircase.
yeah, Radovan, get in here. I'll hold him off. And I will attack this one.
Okay.
Does a 26 hit?
It sure does.
All right. 9 points of damage.
Yeah, as it just kind of dissipates right in front of you.
Okay. And then I will walk up the stairs and swing at this one with my next attack.
Okay.
16.
16 hits.
4 points of damage.
That one also dissipates.
Okay. I guess with my movement, what's left of it, which is not very much, I'll just come back over here and again be like, come on, Radovan, let's go. I'll be last in.
Alrighty. We will say that combat's officially... Radovan, unless you're going to attempt to attack, are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot that other one of them at least one more time.
Yeah, go for it. 15 hits.
15. Sweet. And
the first one that you shoot at, you see after the guiding bolt hits, the flame from that particular arrow slit is vanishes.
oh, okay.
So there's still two more out.
Okay, well, so I would have shot a starry shot at another one, but it would have been just a 9 since it wouldn't have been with advantage.
Oh,
So I don't think that hits.
no,
But
it
then,
does not,
yeah.
unfortunately.
So yeah, I'll kill one, and then I'll twirl around, get to the statue, try to shoot another one, and miss, and then get inside.
Okay. As you all get inside the statue, seeing again the candles just kind of mounted on different stone parts of the stairs. As you're wandering up, you see at the top a small square trapdoor that is open, revealing what looks to be a cozy living quarters. As Nephiron kind of shuts the stone wall behind you, you have to be careful out there. They're non-discriminatory when it comes to attacking. That's why I reside here inside of, well, this statue. There's a reason they can't...
Awfully cramped.
Well, I'm a small, humble being. I don't need much space. Plus, I get out and go visit. And he trails off, remembering not to speak the Lich's name. Anyways, I get plenty of social. I get to move about. It's fine. This is a safe place for me to be and have my own privacy. And he, excuse me, just kind of scoots in front of you, getting all the way up to the top. And as he climbs up the last little bit, takes a ladder to get up through the latch. You all following, make your way, and you see probably about, I don't know, a 20 by 20 foot room. This is very cozy. Multiple cushioned chairs, big lounge, stacks of books piled in the corner. You even see that he has a teacup on a saucer and a pot of tea, just kind of still steam coming out. I know we didn't really get to chat while we were inside of the library, but now that you're evading the flame skulls for a little bit is... Well, what brings you to the Amber Temple?
Madame Ava sent us here.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not sure who Madame Ava is.
She's a fortune teller, and she gave us some tarot cards with some hints on how we can remove ourselves from Barovia. And one of them sent us here.
We're looking for a way to beat Strahd and get out of here.
Ah, yes. Um, as all that venture into Barovia wish to leave.
Or is it because most of us don't come here knowing that we're going to be trapped? We were tricked.
Fair enough. I'm sorry that you find yourselves in such a peculiar situation. I am quite sorry, indeed.
Do you know of anything that could help us against the Vampire Lord? A weapon or tool? We're getting close to the end. We found a couple already.
I don't really care for weapons. I'm a man of the arcanes. I don't really have any. I've
We're
got
not
to.
asking for your personal weapons, just if anything is in here in the temple.
Oh,
We were led to believe this statue held the clue.
I mean, the only thing that I really have in here that is even remotely weaponesque is that hilt over there. And as he gestures to the side of the kind of circular dome that is the hood of this massive statue, you see kind of resting up against the stone. Let me see.
I'll paddle over to it, since I can move around a little easier than Anderson.
It's kind of a it looks crude towards the pommel of the hilt. But as you get closer to what would normally be the crossbar, it becomes ornate, a blue gem resting in the center of a circle, and these prongs jutting out, multiple, 3 or 4 on either side. The entire handle portion is wrapped in an old, dusty leather.
Okay, I will kind of pick it up and inspect it and clean it off a bit, maybe unwrap it.
Give me a moment. As you pick it up, you feel a calm. Emotions wash over you. A feeling of relief. Followed by the urge for vengeance. Specifically, and as you hold the hilt of the sword, flashes, images of Strahd stream through your mind.
I think this is what we were looking for. It seems to have a desire to defeat him. Strahd specifically.
What does it do, though?
I don't know. Just feels right.
I turn to our friend. I mean, do you have any idea what that is, what it does?
I thought it was peculiar when I touched it, but it seems... I don't know, I didn't really study too much into it. I thought you'd think I would, being a man of the arcane and liking studying and books and knowledge and research, but I don't like those type of weapons. I never have, and I don't think I ever will. It's weird to say, but I think it might be sentient. If that makes
I
sense.
believe. Yes, it's talking to me in a way.
Talkable.
I don't know. I don't really know how it would be of use with just a hilt, but
Can we take it anyways?
oh, by all means, please.
One of us spend some time kind of focusing on it. Maybe we can figure out what it does.
Yeah.
Especially those of us that are good with blades.
Absolutely, I have really no need of it here. I do not think that it would be a threat to anyone out there. Yeah, would you like a cup of tea?
I mean,
Yes.
if you're offering, sure.
And that's where we'll go ahead and leave off for this